Now, not quite long, something interesting happened to me that have kept me wondering and asking questions. All right, now before I even go ahead, okay, in case you are new here, you will need to check out to see the kind of video which I put out here on this channel, so you can begin to understand when I do a video like this. All right, so it happened that just one morning I woke up to receive a message of a new account that has been opened for me by a bank which I want to withhold the name right now. And meanwhile, at this time I was trying to open up my domiciliary account, and then I discovered that this Naira account was opened on my behalf. Initially, I did not want to open a Naira account. I did not inform my account officers to actually open a Naira account for me, but then I just received a new alert of a new Naira account open for me. So of course what I did was just to reach out to the account officer and also the person that was assisting me with the DOM account, and I asked, come on, I didn't ask you to open a Naira account, so what actually happened? Well, she said she's not the person responsible and that she's going to do for me a little big background check to actually know what actually went on and how knowledgeable I was with a new Naira account. Okay, so when she actually did it, she informed me that, come on, this thing was actually done from the headquarters. Okay, then I still went further to do some little background checkup to discover exactly what happened, and I discovered that this account is the same thing with the kind of account which I have opened some time ago using this mobile app, using this banking mobile app. So automatically what that signifies is that an account was opened from the mobile app without my knowledge. Of course, I was not the person that initiated the opening of account. I was very sure I was not the person that initiated the opening account, and here is my account officer also saying they are not responsible. So the question now is, who then opened a Naira account for me? And it was sent straight to my account, and when they checked it, it contained just my complete details. So I was so puzzled. You know what, I just left it aside. I just said maybe it's one of system glitch or whatsoever. And that is not even just all. There is something very interesting that happened. It happens that on this particular day, as you can see on the screen, I received a credit alert. Yes, I actually received a credit alert in this same account which I did not open, though the amount that I received is quite meager, quite small. But then who actually put this money into this account? Now, there's something you have to understand. Okay, at one time I've actually done a video where I condemned Miracle Money, but here I am that received an alert that obviously seems to be Miracle Money. Okay, before we go further into the essence of me doing this video, there's this video which I did in my last video. Okay, and in that video I got to talk about how some documentary actually in and in that documentary the investigators actually focus on the fact that there was some persons that walked up, okay, using the instance of this little boy you are seeing now, that walked up to say he was healed, and meanwhile he was not healed. And Benny Hinn also went further to attest that yes, there are instances whereby when miracles are happening, people walk up to the line and they will say they are healed, meanwhile they are not healed. So what I'm just trying to say in essence is that there are instances whereby in a church, out of the euphoria, and when people get to see that miracles are happening, they also want to be part of the miracle, maybe by faith or whatsoever, and before you know it, they come out to testify. Meanwhile, in actuality, they did not actually get miracle. Now this brings us back to the story of Hubert Angel, because obviously this is where all of these things are heading to, because I got to start asking myself question, could it be that these are some kind of things we have been seeing in the issues of Miracle Money, whereby we get to see some testifiers. Now, if you have been following this channel very well, you understand that we got to expose some of those testifiers when we've got to expose some of those testifiers when investigations were done in some of the testimonies that we got to see on the screen. Particularly, for instance, now this particular woman you are seeing, this instance where she came to testify of Miracle Money, it happens that her husband, who happens to be a pastor, came up to share. It happens that her husband, who happens to be a pastor, actually sent money to her account at that time, and she now came out to testify that she has indeed received a miracle money. Aside from this story also, one thing you cannot take away is the fact that there are actually staged miracles. What we can't actually determine is that are the ministers actually involved? At least I have not been able to see anybody that comes out clearly to actually expose and say and link it up, or directly without any doubt link it up to say that, come on, these ministers, talking about maybe Apostle Johnson Suleman or Uebert Angel, we are the people actually behind those miracles that were staged. But certainly, if you have, there's this video which the likes of Bring George did, okay, what he did on credit score, okay. In that actually video, it was very evident that those people that came out to testify actually did not receive any credit score miracle. It was very clear. But one thing you can't actually tell is that being able to tie those busted miracles, those busted miracle money testimony we're going to see on the screen, those busted miracle money testimony we're going to see on the screen, there is no actual linkage to the ministers. And when I mean the ministers, I'm talking about Apostle Johnson Suleman and also Uebert Angel. But if they were actually staged by the evidence available for us, yes, they are actually not real testimony. Now, there are possibilities that some of these persons might just on their own volition, decide to come out and testify. And it's even possible at that instant, people might just receive genuine credit alerts, which might not necessarily be miracle money. But in that euphoria of, come on, miracle money is happening everywhere, they also might decide to come and join the queue and testify. Now, there's also one more story which I need to tell you. It happens that some time ago, all right, I was supposed to go and make payment into an account. So I went to a POS to make that payment. And on getting to that POS, the POS lady, I gave her account to pay money for me. She mistakenly sent the wrong she mistakenly keyed in the wrong account number and sent a whooping sum of 70,000 naira to someone. All right. So I tried everything possible to see if I can trace the person, and retrieve my money, but it was taking longer process. So all I just need to do was just to leave that money for that person. Now, to the person that received this 70,000, he will see it as miracle money. Okay. So when we begin to talk about this thing, it's not as if we are condemning the whole idea of miracle. There are two things from that video of miracle money that we are able to establish. First of all, there were testimonies which obviously cannot be true, and the evidence were very available. Okay. And the next thing we also pointed out is that money don't just appear mysteriously. There has to be a debit for it to be a credit. Now, in the case of me paying 70,000 to someone, it was a mistake. And that person might consider it as miracle money. Fine, it might be a miracle, all right? But then, someone initiated a credit. Likewise, in my own case now, I actually don't know who transferred that particular mega money into my account, okay? But then, looking at the description, you can actually see that indeed there was a description that shows, yes, this money came from someone's account and entered into my account. It might be a mistake, I don't know, okay, pending when the bank eventually calls me to rectify it or whatsoever, okay. But what I'm trying to say is this: indeed, for the meantime, I think I actually received a miracle money. I hope you get the whole gist. All right. So this is Ifeanyi once again, and this is the Portals Media. Please, if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe, and see you next time on our next video. Till then, bye.